Hi everyone, I wanted to get a video down today because I hate when I see pictures of myself. Where I'm looking quite pretty and I can't remember what the hell I put on to make myself look that way. So I feel really good about what I have on now, and I think it's a great summer look, and I want to get it down so I don't forget what these things are, because I think it's so easy to travel with, to have one stowed away, ready to go to travel, one at home and one in my car, and I could honestly be good. That's all the makeup I really need for this particular neutral, pretty look. Okay, here it is. Number one, I use the Age Rewind by Maybelline. It's the Eraser Dark Circles in medium, number 30. And I use this in a triangle formation from here to here to here. And I fill in that triangle with all of this. Then I took my Smashbox Studio Seamless foundation in Smashing Bisque. This is so old. You could honestly use whatever your favorite foundation is. Another great one that I use for summer if I'm not being photographed or don't plan to be doing family pictures is the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Liquid Makeup in SPF 20 in buff or in nude. Nude is the darker one. I like to go light sometimes. It makes me feel just brighter. SPF 20, the reason you don't do it with pictures is because the SPF really bounces off with the light and it doesn't photograph as well. The Smashbox one does not have SPF. Okay, then I take this Sonia Kashuk from Target stippling brush. It's synthetic, which I like because if you're going to use creams, you want a synthetic brush because they're really easy to clean. And I just buff it all out, including the foundation, just, like that. Okay, and then I take a MAC 224 brush, which is an eyeshadow brush, but I use it to also blend in the foundation and the concealer. And the concealer comes with this little sponge brush, and I do apply it with that. But then I really get into those wrinkles, lovely, and it can really get in there. And I didn't do these evenly because I just added more dark here just to see how it would look, because I'm going to bed soon, but yeah. Okay, next step, after those, the concealer and the foundation have been buffed out, I actually then do my eyes. So I put down a eye primer. I used MAC Paint Pot, which it has in Painterly, which is the color of basically my skin. Use whatever is the closest to your skin. You can use Urban Decay. They make a great one that feels like a mousse. Just an eyelid primer so that your shadow doesn't crease and stays on, because some of the lighter pigments that you put on don't really show up so well and wash you out, and they don't have anything to stick to, so that's why I use the primer. Okay, so then I put together this MAC custom quad of these colors. First, I take my 217 brush by MAC, it's a fluffy brush, and I add a color called Naked Lunch, which is sort of a pinky, shimmery, really pretty. You could put it all over. I put it all over my lid, and then after I added that, I took a flat, compact brush. The more compact your brush, the more payout you're going to get. So the heavier the application of the color. Whereas if you use a light fluffy brush, it's going to put down less color. Also, if you hold the brush up here, it's going to come on a lot heavier. If you are holding your brush down here and adding it this way, it's going to be much more gentle and light application. So I use this Pack It On brush, and I pack on the Naked Lunch. Not the Naked Lunch. After I've done the Naked Lunch with the 217 brush, then I use just some Stila brush. Doesn't matter again. Doesn't matter what the brush is. I packed on Satin Taupe. Put that on this outside eye here, and then I added, and again I went back and just kind of blended those together. Then I added a great color called Quarry. I think that Quarry is just such a beautiful color. It's almost a mauvey, like a brownish purple, but it's very light. And I use that in the socket to create, you know, more in my crease here. And then I used a color called Nylon, which is very light and yellow. Sorry, right here. And I used this MAC 209 brush. You can use any brush, again, any tiny brush that can really get in there. And you use this just for this tear duct area here. And that was pretty much it. The other additions that I added, then I took a Nars flat synthetic square brush like this, and I dipped it into a black eyeshadow, black powder eyeshadow. You can use anything. I used from Wet n Wild Blue Had Me at Hello palette. It's at Walgreens for like $5, $5.50. This sparkly black eyeshadow here, and you use the wiggle technique. You just add your brush, you wiggle it, wiggle, 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 and then you wiggle it into your eye area. Wiggle it, wiggle it, wiggle it. I'm going to spare you that song. Okay, but you wiggle it, okay? And that technique gets really, so there's no gap. You just are between every single lash. And you can add as much as you want. Then I went back into here with the same brush into my quad. I went back to the Satin Taupe color here and wiggled it there and did that underneath because it's softer than just a black underneath area. And it's quite pretty. I enjoy this color. And then I added one of my favorite eyeshadows, mascaras, just kidding. The L'Oreal Paris Double Extend. This stuff is pretty cool. It's like glue on one side, white glue. They don't call it glue, they call it, lash boosting serum, of course. And then I got it in Black Noir, and then the mascara on the other side. Ooh, that's kind of fun. You can see the brush. This is great. I will tell you. I went to some Wait Nazi doctor that did not work quite a while ago. And they did all kinds of sketchy things at this place. I did not stay long. I actually didn't like them at all. I never went back. But I went to these people, and they had in their bathroom a poster for the Latisse lash formula stuff with Claire Danes. And then every time that I watch Homeland, I can't get it out of my head and try to watch her eyelashes and see what her eyelashes look like because she's on the poster. And the woman there, as she's taking my weight and sees me scowling, doing one of these, and she's like, "Stop doing that, or I'm going to have to give you Botox." I'm like, "Please do." But she's like, "Oh, your lashes are looking great. The Latisse is working wonderfully." And I'm like, "I don't use Latisse. I use L'Oreal. This stuff is awesome." Okay. And then that's it. And then I go back onto the face, and I take a Sephora brush of just a blush brush, a synthetic, and you can see that it is on an angle. I take this and I put it into Nars Laguna, which is a great bronzer. I have the Duo with Orgasm, and I can tell you, this is a great bronzer, but so are a whole lot of others out there. People seem to rave about this. It has a tiny bit of sparkle in it, which is lovely, but it's not like porn glitter. We're talking, this is very tame. You can barely see it. And you add some of this onto your brush and then tap it off on your arm. Do your fish face. Start at your hairline here and just go under, the shallow of under your cheekbone to contour it out. And again, start here. I've got quite a bit on now because I've been playing a lot. And then I transferred over to my blush, which is the Well Dressed Powder Blush by MAC, and it's a pink. I love this color. It's a pink color with a bit of violet undertones, I would say. But you would look at it and just say, oh, what a pretty pink. I'm so sorry about this lighting. I don't know what to do. When I live in New York, I'll have better lighting. And a better life, right? I mean, that's how it goes, right? We all think, oh, when I move, my life's going to be so great. I'm going to, you know, just have a whole new lifestyle. I do think my life is going to be better in New York because I will be closer to a lot of family. And that's what I'm looking forward to most. And, of course, my New York friends. But then I take this blush here and start again up here and bring it down onto the cheekbones, into the apple. Then I go back to my Lorac Perfectly Lit Spotlight in Spotlight. And it is just a pretty light, it is light. It is a light highlighter. And you just put this on that bone for some nice color. I don't know if the light can catch it, but it's nice and it's not too harsh either. You can put quite a bit on and it just helps define that cheekbone. Anything else? My eyebrows I did with Omega. I never mentioned that. With a tiny eyebrow brush by Face Stockholm, which I loved on Columbus Avenue. This guy, which I love on Columbus Avenue. It's not your typical angled brush. I prefer this because it gets really quite narrow and I can get this area well. In Omega, which I think is a great color for blondes, or even if you have brown, it mixes well with Charcoal Brown, also by MAC, and Omega is by MAC. And then that's it. Lips, I used MAC Angel. It is such a fun pink. Oh my goodness, I love it. MAC pink. And my sister says it's too chalky looking, but I love it, especially for summer. And then the Baby Sparks in MAC Dazzle Glass, and I love these. They stay on forever, and they're so just fun and shiny and just pretty. Okay, so that's it. I think I got it all. And that's not a lot to travel with, you know, if you're just throwing things in your bag or whatever. I just think that's very manageable. So I just wanted to get this down. Now I'm done. Videos, sorry, long, but it was my first of my favorite everyday look that you can just make better. And I don't know, I can make these videos better, of course. I can make everything better. Practice makes perfect. Or it makes you perfectly crazy. Got my new glasses. Aren't they fun? Phil says, they're glasses. What do you want me to say? I say, I want you to say that they're fabulous and librarian-esque. He goes, all glasses are librarian-esque. Yes, but these are quite lovely, and I love them. That's it. If you want me to do more of these types of videos, let me know, because I really enjoy doing them. Not so much doing the videos, but I enjoy playing with the makeup and the looks, and I would like to know that I don't do it just for nothing. So if you do enjoy them and you do want to see them, and this is me in my pajamas, like no bra, sorry. I have a trend of doing that lately on camera. Just no bra again, or just all boobs or leaning forward, so I tried not to lean forward this time. That's it. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm going now.